Hi, I'm Dr. Carrie Bar-Cohn, and this is Walk in Israel. Let's march. Today is a really fun day because we are doing matza baking. March. Great. And reach up. Let's toe tap side with elbows up. Okay, so this is an activity organized by the Ministry of Heritage together with the Council for the Preservation of Heritage Sites in Israel. I just love that. What that means is this is organized by two different government organizations. And religious, non-religious, traditional, old person, Batikim, who's lived here a long time, new immigrant. The government's providing these activities, and I just love our country for that. And now arm up. Good. And reach and feel the stretch. Okay, so this is a handmade shmur matzah baking activity, and they wanted to do an educational content. So it also includes educational content. So that means they learn about the Exodus of Egypt, they learn which is Yetziat Mitzrayim, they learn March, and take it forward. They learn about the mitzvah of matzah. It's low cost, only 10 shekel a person, and you come home with shmur matzah for your own Seder table. Okay, so it's right here in this school. They're all over the country. Efrat, Hebron, Beit Sha'an, Kibbutz Ze'ev, Kfar Etzion. I just picked a few. And right now we are entering Beit Chinuch Hamed. I'm going to tell you about those signs, and here it's saying welcome. Back. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5. And just take a notice of all the different types of people there. I think I'm doubling it, but that's okay. We have a 4 and 3 and moving on to knees. Oh, that's a march. Next song. Let's do those knees now. Okay. So like I said, this school is called Beit Chinuch Hamed Ma'ala in Yehud. Here we go. Here's what it looks like. Turn the knee side. Good. So he's explaining how to do it. Now, Hamed is part of a national school system that combines secular education with religious education. Out. I'm keeping my elbows close to my body. It feels a little different, and I feel it here when I do that with my arms. Woo! Now let's go back to back. In preparation to lifting the leg, which is now. So it's not that big of a space, and there's limited numbers for each group. They were spaced half an hour apart. Good. This is their portable oven. Side kick. Good. Okay. Come in. It's called a chinuch mamlachti dati or chamud. Chamud also means cute, so there's a play there. Chamud. And like I said, there's government-funded Haredi, secular, Arab, and national religious. Woo! Good. Let's do 8. I feel it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. When you're saying you're hearing the sound, you're going to think about this move. Okay, shake it up. This is a Pesach medley by Mashalot. Good. 4, 3. Now take a look at what's going on in school. You see the solar system. And other side, then we're going to come to the wall of rabbis. There's quotes all around. We saw one that just said, every student is going to realize their potential and live a life of meaning and value. There's the rabbis. Now there's a quote here that says, if you go by yourself, you can go quicker. But if you go with others, you can go farther. A lot of inspiration and motivation. 4. Now we're going to see some of the classrooms of this school. Back to the first side and play with your arms up and down. I think this was 3rd grade, but don't quote me. Might have been 1st. There they're learning their vowels. Other side. Play with the arms up and down. Okay, that's the water guy for the matza. Reach, reach. Good. Reach. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how you make the matza because that's what we're watching now. Good. Shmur matza is guarded. It means that it must be protected from water. Now, regular matza is protected. It has to be from the time the water hits the flour. But with shmur, the flour is protected from the time it's been grown. Reach it above your head. So he calls out flour, and it's in a bag like that because it's protected. Then he calls out water, and the man comes with the water, and that's when the timer starts. Good. Circle, circle. Okay. When they mix, it's only these two ingredients. No salt, no oil, no yeast. Okay, then it brings it to, you see the man that's kind of doing he's doing initial mixing. The next man is dividing and kneading. Now push, push. Push. 4, 3. Let's go back to march and let's focus on arms for a little bit. Circle back. Now when you're circling, don't be high, stand up tall. And you can even think about, we'll do the circles a little slower, so you can think about your shoulder blade squeezing. You brought in the water, he's measuring it from that container that we saw earlier. Look how excited the kids are. Isn't that the sweetest? Woo! And now forward. Okay. After the dividing and kneading, we go into rolling, which we're going to see next. Now they asked, does anybody else want to do this? She volunteered, let's see her do it. Twist, and twist. I don't mean twist, I mean behind my head's a better description. Right? Super fun how they get to participate. Let's see if we can do that twice quick. However far back you can go. Woo! 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. He's waiting with the flour when he calls. Up front, in front. Good. 4, 3, he's measuring the water. Punch, up, up, keep him up. Push, push, push. Back to in front of my face. Halfway, great job. And push. Okay, we're into our last second medley and last. Pesach medley, but Betzalel Shamir, Yosef Chaim, Shish Machot. Hands behind, back, quick, quick, good. Coming down here, we see more inspirational. This one says Tefillah for the peace of our country and religious Zionists. This is Hatikva. Now we see a picture of Rav Kook, who was a religious Zionist, and that quote there with Israel, it's talking about how, I'll get you an exact quote before saying something wrong. Good. Woo! Okay, no greater mitzvah than the love of the land that the King of Kings, the Holy One, deserves and cherishes and watches over. Like, what a holy experience it is to live in Israel. And that was Rabbi Kook, who saw the modern world return to Eretz Israel as part of the divine redemption process. Now in, good. Now they're rolling out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, woo! Good job with the arm. Let's stretch it out a little. Other side. Forward and back. Good. Now, they want it to be even so that it bakes evenly. Other side. Hi, we were slaves. Our enemies are trying to kill us. But here we are celebrating our freedom. In Eretz Israel, making matzah. Okay, we're into this stage. It's called perforating. It's also called docking. I didn't know that. And you're putting these holes. So you can't just use a fork, but they have special instruments. Now see how it goes in there? We're gonna see that a few times. It was so good. They glide it over the stick. 3, 2, 1. Step, hand out. Good. Okay, those lines help it so that air can get out and they don't have bubbles. Then they bake them by sliding them into a very hot oven. It bakes for 20 to 30 seconds, up to 1 minute. Other side. Good. The matza puffs slightly, turns golden brown. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. That kid's quick, right? He's helping run it. Woo, Bisa! Good. Okay, let's get some Bar tours. Why Matza? So, when we were leaving Egypt 3,300 years ago, we didn't have time to bake bread and have it rise. So it reminds us of the story of redemption and how we left quickly. Okay, what's some symbolism? Heels back. Good. Yalla. Good. Okay, bread of affliction. It's kind of like a poor man's bread. It's thin, it's like a cracker, and to remind us how hard it was when we were slaves. Another one, the bread of freedom. Boom, it was quick. And I love that because sometimes you're so entrenched in a situation, you cannot see how it's going to get better. And sometimes how quickly it can get better. Sometimes things you need patience, march. Some things are crazy quicker. We're going to do a toe heel, watch me. Good. Working all this area. Get your hand up. Whew. Now I'm working that leg, I'm working this leg. 8, 7, okay, he checks them and then he puts them in the boxes for distribution and he tapes it with an official seal so that it's kosher, checked by the rabbis, ready to go. And all of those things at the bottom are organizations sponsoring this. Good. Dayenu. We just got to live our life Dayenu in Israel. I get to just go to this matza bake in the middle of the war when this was filmed. Woo! March. Good. We're going to go wide and out. Keep them out. It hits a little different. Of course, everybody leaves. We want a little snacks. You can see how nice this school is. Got a tennis court. Lessons are there. Good. Oh, they have this nice sign outside the school. We plant faith and we grow success. Woo! Back to in. Good. Heel. Heel. Arm in the hand. Good. They have a magnet. Here we are at the magnets. Good. Now, like I said, Kevin is part of a school system. More people coming. And now hands above my head. More people coming. I'm always surprised when I say, give me a high, how many people do? So there's a high school connected to this. I'm going to say that right. And we're going to see that as we turn the corner for our last minute. Yigal Alon High School. Push it forward. Woo! We did it. I feel good. Got my matzahs ready for Pesach. And back. Have to lean a little bit forward to get this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lean to one side. Let your head drop. Good. Lishana Baba Yerushalayim. Other side. Reach up. One side across. Here's the high school. Reach up. You did it! Great job!